Dessert market seems to change rapidly here in Korea, moving with the trends of the times. This week, we take a look at the factors behind that for our business segment. Our correspondent Park Kun-woo joins us in the studio. Hello, Kun-woo.
Evening, Jung-min.
Evening. Tell us about the dessert market and the desserts that were and are trending these days.
Yes, so before we dive into the topic more, I first want to show you some data that was released by a South Korean card company, KB Card. So the data shows that sales recorded at dessert shops domestically have been constantly increasing compared to 2019, from 0.2% more in 2020 up to 61% more last year. In 2014, it was honeycomb ice cream, and in 2016, Taiwanese Castella. They were once very trendy, but now it's quite hard to find shops that sell them due to rapidly changing trends. For desserts most recently, it's all about the Iranian fruit jelly, Lava Shack, and the tapioca pearl, Sago. So, let's take a look. At South Korea's largest dedicated dessert market, more than 40 brands gather under one roof, selling a range of delightful treats. People began gathering in the mornings, sometimes even in long lines to choose their favorite desserts.
I spend about $14 to $21 a day on desserts, which is more than a meal. I usually get desserts that are pretty unpopular on social media.
With Korean consumers heavily influenced by social media, content creators have been introducing new dessert items that could drive new trends domestically.
I think food content creators are a big part of what makes these snacks go viral. And after they go on social media, there's a domino effect.
And with news trends surging rapidly, some desserts suddenly gain popularity before the hype dies down and the trend almost disappears. One example is the Chinese sugar-coated fruit snack, Tanghulu, that went viral last year. According to data from South Korea's Interior Ministry, around 60 Tanghulu stores had already closed between the start of 2024 and early April. In the whole of last year, a total of 72 stores across the country shut down. A search online shows posts from frustrated Tanghulu store owners saying that they are selling up. That's compared to the situation in 2023, when the popularity of Tanghulu resulted in the number of new stores jumping by over 1,300%. One expert explained the reason dessert trends changed so quickly in South Korea.
Due to high stress levels, people have a huge desire for desserts, and many of those have a wide but short trending term. Korean consumers are highly affected by others, so as soon as one item goes viral, it withers quickly afterward.
He also said people hoping to start a new business should think of the longevity of their products in terms of popularity in order to keep their stores open.
So, Kun-woo, tell us in more detail why these consumers are finding new desserts and why trends are changing fast.
So along with the so-called ditto consumption trend, which can also be explained as you choose, I follow trend that's prevalent, creating social media content is another reason. So let's take a listen to what an expert said.
Korean consumers are especially interested in eating, so they upload a lot of mukbangs and are interested in pretty desserts.
She added, as there are so many new Instagrammable desserts going viral on social media, the dessert trend is changing rapidly. And aside from that, experts say due to times of economic difficulty, and especially as the younger generations get lots of stress from their studies and work, they are seeking new treats and new tastes to alleviate them.
Then what might be some tips for people who want to start their own dessert business here in Korea?
Well, I asked that same question to the experts, so let's take a listen.
Since the dessert trend cycle is so short, it's good to start a business after carefully researching the market, whether there is an oversupply or whether a certain dessert item is what the consumers will like for the long term.
Especially for franchises, they usually have a multi-year contract, meaning shop owners will need to cover the initial costs when starting a franchise for some time. So it'll be important to keep that in mind.
All right, thank you for your report today.
Thank you.